I am so honored to be here today. I have such a passion for the work I do, and um, I'm so excited because anyone that's shown up, you did something amazing because you're taking your time to learn, grow, be curious. You're just stepping into deepening your work by connecting in. I invite you to take the next few minutes as an opportunity for a journey of self-discovery for yourself and think about like how you connect in with the amazing modality of body talk, and then how we connect in for others supporting their journey of their health of their body, mind, and spirit. So here you are, you're investing in the development of your skills, where like sometimes people are like, oh, maybe I uh, should do something, but here you are and you're actually creating it for yourself by showing up. So awesome. Um, so back in time, I was a school teacher and I was a school teacher for 15 years. And then I started Body Talk and became a practitioner about 21 years ago. And I just love, love, love the work that we do. Over the years, I've had the honor of working with people from all walks of life, whether it's children, families, professionals, entrepreneurs, helping them to uncover their potential and moving through life's challenges with greater ease. One of the most rewarding aspects of my work is guiding people to break through limitations, whether it's health, relationship, careers. I, being with the background of I have children myself, we understand mirroring, and I was a school teacher. I still will see families, children, animals in my clinic, and I'm so honored to support the family matrix. And I love supporting people in their business, um, because sometimes we can't see for ourselves what's really happening in our businesses. And I'm honored to observe for others. And that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today, because if you can see it, you can change it for yourself. My very, very, very favorite thing to do is teach. I am in clinic. I have a busy clinic, but my favorite thing is to teach others so that people can learn, grow, share this work for themselves. Right now, I teach Body Talk Access, Body Talk Fundamentals, Fundamentals Integration. And in the life science courses that I teach Mindscape for body talkers, and that would be the prerequisite of having both Body Talk Fundamentals and Mindscape. And I also teach Advanced Mindscape. My Advanced Mindscape course is called Integrating Wisdom. All Advanced Mindscape instructors create their own course, so it's different. And so in teaching, there's this opportunity for people to develop their intuition, deepen into self-awareness, and expand their healing abilities. Healing is a journey, and my greatest joy is walking alongside others as they discover their own ability to heal, grow, and transform. I'm truly honored and grateful to guide others on their journeys. And I invite you to be grateful and honored to support others in your work. And what I love about Body Talk is it's not of me to someone else. We have this opportunity to be observers, observing someone go from one state of being to a different state of being through priorities and tapping. And they have the honor of being able to be present in their own ability to heal themselves. All right, Body Talk. What is it that we do? You know, I consider myself to be a very consciousness-based practitioner and an instructor. And I love diving into consciousness. And Dr. John Valtime, well, I'm so grateful to him. And I did have the honor of working with him many years. The founder of BodyTalk, you know, he would say, like, at the very root of what he really wanted to observe for, like, you know, students and clients would be that deconstructive process, looking at our habits, patterns, and belief systems. And if we can see them, we get to live a different way. And so for your clients, if they can see it, they can live a different way and really transform their lives. And we could see like shifts, body, mind, and spirit, and how these really integrate together. And then my invitation for you today is looking at shifting the habits, patterns, and belief systems in your business to have a different experience. When you have time, I really will invite you to sit with yourself. My way, because I teach Mindscape, it's my intuitive interface. So I use Mindscape simultaneously, always in Body Talk sessions, but I use Mindscape in my own life all the time. So I would do this process in my Mindscape to kind of be curious what shows up for me, or you could just drop down into a settled place for yourself if you haven't attended Mindscape yet, and look at what are your habits, patterns, and belief systems for your business? And are they true for you? So if they're truths, then we'll continue to live them. But if they aren't, and we're like, oh, there's an opportunity to really shift that for yourself and live a different way in your business. And so I just invite you to sit with that question. And I invite you, to reflect on this maybe every few months for yourself, because truths that I have today, because I still do my own work, I have 3 instructors that I've received sessions from to help me along my journey in life. And I know that I continue to shift my truths of what's true for me, you know, and then live differently in my business and then in my life. I love my work so much. How do you feel about your work? How do you feel about Body Talk? How do you show up? How do you show up when you speak to others about Body Talk? Do you pull back? Are you enthusiastic? I notice when I talk with others about Body Talk, and they're like, what do you do? I often will talk about Body Talk in different ways. And I would allow, because I am able to go into Mindscape with my eyes open, I would allow my intuition, and Mindscape's just an intuitive interface, to kind of guide me into, like, how do I talk with this person about what I do, right? Do they understand consciousness? And that's one of my favorite ways, is because Body Talk is consciousness-based medicine, energy medicine, or do I talk to them more from a scientific perspective? Often I'll invite others to be like, what's going on for you in your life? And talk with them about maybe things through like what's going on for them, but then how Body Talk works. And then I invite you to also note for yourself, how do you show up when you're in session? I so invite you to drop any judgments you have and just be so honored to connect and observe your clients just as they are. It truly is sacred space that we step into when we work with our clients. And that can be remote. About 90% of my clients I see are remote clients. 10% would be in my clinic. And I find as I've been working to drop, so over the 20 years, drop my judgments, that more and more clients are able to feel safe. They're able to open up into like this vulnerable space and truly transform often quicker and easier. When I started my body talk journey, I was filled with judgments and belief systems I didn't even know, but I was. And so I would have had different clients back in time than who will show up in my clinic today. I notice when I show up, whether I'm teaching or in clinic, that I have enthusiasm, curiosity. When I start a body talk session, after I ask my client, like, what do you want to charge the field with? When I'm going to drop down into Mindscape to invite them in, to observe their priorities, I think almost 100% of the time, I will say to them, oh, I'm going to be so curious what shows up. Curiosity is an open channel. Our intuition loves open channels. And so I invite you to bring in curiosity. All right. The next part of what I would love to chat about is connection and collaboration with others. And I really hear, because Robin just shared that lovely barbecue invitation for your community, how there's like that growth and within the communities. And if you're in a different community, you can create that for yourself. Connecting in is such an opportunity. It is Dr. John Valtime, the founder of Body Talk, would have talked back in time about if someone's giving a public talk, go to the public talk, support them. You know, that really strengthens your ability to connect in with the Body Talk matrix. If there's an opportunity to attend a study group, attend it, connect in with others. Again, connecting you and strengthening you into the matrix of what Body Talk is. Even before I was an instructor, I used to hold study groups in my home. So back in time before COVID time, it was just in person, like when I started, and it was an opportunity for me to connect in with the community, but then to support the community by us like learning and growing together. I would invite you, if you feel you'd like to create social events. So in our area, and Teresa's here today from my area, yahoo! She often will attend the social events, which is great. We have just this amazing growing group of body talk practitioners where I live in around the Okanagan of British Columbia. And I like to host every month or two pretty consistently since COVID lockdown, either a body talk social, like what I heard with like a barbecue or a potluck that you're holding. I love to hold holistic healer meet and greets. Those are really fun because it's an opportunity for the local body talk practitioners to meet other holistic healers. And we would usually like have like tea and snacks and kind of share what we do, and the other holistic healers can share what they do. They could bring their business cards, and then we do like mini trades. So it's where like other holistic healers get to like try out and see what Body Talk's like. And then there's that opportunity for cross referral. And then another social I do like to hold would be for just just the community, anyone that's interested in consciousness. And it's where body talk practitioners can meet the general public that are like interested maybe in dipping their toes into what, experiencing body talk, but then just talking consciousness with them. And I find in my area that these are really well received. I also invite you, if you want to experience trades with other body talk practitioners. So you can, I already shared with you that I have 3 instructors that I see for regularly for sessions, and I pay them. But then trades are great because then the exchange is just one session with another session, and I really invite that. You can experience trades with the complementary modalities. Again, that allows other practitioners that might have like modalities that you're like, oh, I really like, whether it's Reiki or a massage, um, that you can. Today, actually, I did a trade already with an osteopath. So she came to my house. I did a BodyTalk session for her. She did a osteopath session for me. And it's fabulous. And the two of us, we do cross refer each other. And that's a really nice opportunity. Um, I talked a little bit already about public talks, but there's an opportunity when we give public talks for people to connect in. And if you are interested in public talks, that I invite you to give the public talk. But if you wanted to, maybe have like, the Science and Philosophy of Body Talk book by Dr. John Valtime, and it could be a draw, and people could put their names in for the draw and click a little, like check a little box if they want to, learn more about what body talk is, and then you can connect in with them. And then attending study groups. It's a great way to connect with others. All right. Body talk, I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you today, and the body talk business and the hero's journey. So in Mindscape for Body Talkers course, we spend like a significant amount of time kind of talking about the hero's journey or the healing journey that we might go through. So our own journey of self-discovery, but then how can we observe that for our clients? For this talk, I invite you to reflect where you're at in your business. Okay, so in the hero's journey, we can be at, the start and be like, all right, you could be a student and being like, I want to take my exam and become a certified body talk practitioner. And that would be its own hero's journey. And you can say yes to it and start, or you might be in business and be a practitioner and growing your business. And we go through cycles. So we'll like say yes to something new in our business and then step into the unknown. It's kind of that cave time where we're here to learn about ourselves in some way, learn and grow. And then what do we need to do? That's the kind of the masculine, sacred masculine aspect of the hero's journey. So what actions do we need to take? And then in the sacred feminine, what are we here to learn, right? And we'll change in some way. There's an opportunity for change, because if we change, then we can shift. And, this might be a place where we make mistakes and learn and grow. I remember when I was working with Dr. John Valtime back many years ago, we were working just the two of us together, and I was disagreeing with him, and he like started laughing and said to me, Heidi, you go and make your mistakes, because he obviously thought I was wrong. It's the only way that you're going to learn. And then after you've made your mistakes, you can come back and we'll work together to shift it. And I'm like always grateful for that moment of grace, because he was very gentle with me. But I will never forget that, because that would be in the cave part of the hero's journey where there's opportunity to learn from our mistakes. And then one day we're like, oh, I've learned enough. And we break through and share our new knowledge with the world. And, so often, if we can see our patterns, how we do one thing is often how we do many things, and we'll just repeat it over and over and over again. If we don't see it, then it's really hard to change. But if we're able to see it, like reflecting like this and being like, oh, where am I stuck? Where am I in the cave what am I here to learn? Do I need to do something? Do I need to integrate some new wisdom? And then off we go to do it. And often we'll see our patterns first in our business, and then we have an opportunity to shift them. I know right now I have a little sticky note here. This is my work that I was doing with one of my teachers. And personally, what I'm working on is, expectations. What are they for myself? And if I didn't have these expectations, who would I be? And so that's where I'm at, reflecting for myself. So, excellent. And the next part is, how would you like to grow your business? I so invite people to ask for referrals. Oftentimes, so I went to Europe last year too, for 18 days. I took my children to England, France. We went to the Olympics, and then Ireland, and I taught Mindscape in Ireland. So much fun, but expensive. So I needed to open up my practice a little bit more just to pay for the trip. And because I hadn't been asking for referrals, because I usually am pretty busy in my clinic. And so I opened up my space a little bit more. And then I started like asking for referrals again, saying like, oh, when a client would say, that was such a great session, Heidi. I'm like, oh, awesome. If you know of anyone else that would benefit from Body Talk, please give them my name. I would really appreciate it. I'm just trying to grow my business a little bit more. And it's so interesting because I often would get the reflection back from them like, oh, I didn't even know that you were accepting new clients. And I'm like, I am. And now I use that when I'm teaching. So if someone's like, oh, I so enjoyed your class, I'll be like, oh, if you know of anyone else that would enjoy it, please give them my name, because I teach remotely and in person. After a session. So after you do a session for a client, invite them to rebook. It is a way to grow your business. That's what I would do back in time. And that's what I notice even for myself. It's so human. If people don't rebook right away, they might have it on their list like, oh, I should rebook. Hear the should. And it's just on their list. And it could be like months out before they're like, okay, I'm rebooking. Versus if you muscle check and you're like, oh, follow-up is whether it's 1 week, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, and be like, oh, follow-up is 3 weeks from now. Would you like to schedule that now? Then it's scheduled in. It's really easy. And if your clients are having regular body talk sessions rather than having them like here and there, often it's really easy for them to see the shifts and changes, the miracles that happen, right? And so I've found that to be really successful. Social media, I put it in here because some of my students have had great success with social media. I myself don't go on social media. I have a person that helps me out with my business. She does all my scheduling. If you attend a course with me, she's my coordinator for all my courses, other than Scotland. And she does my social media for me because I think it's an opportunity. It's just for me, it's not what I choose into how I spend my time. But some of my students have had such great success with social media. And then in growing your business, if you feel passionate about it, right? If you like share with like passion, enthusiasm, joy, right? Being really open and sharing is a great way for people to connect in with it, right? If we're feeling closed and shut down because something that's going on for us, then often that will be mirrored out, right? And that could be more of a difficult time growing your business. All right. Okay. So I think okay timing. This is my last slide. And so connection, I think, is so great. How you could get supported by me is you can attend free study groups of Mindscape or BodyTalk Fundamentals. I do free study groups January to June, September, October, November, so 9 months of the year. I do them in 2 times, so 7 a.m. and typically in an evening, like 5 or 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that allows European students to attend. So if you've attended Mindscape with any instructor in the world, you're invited to attend my study groups. If you've attended BodyTalk Fundamentals with anyone in the world, you can attend my study groups. You can get the Zoom link by emailing the person, Pam. This is the person that helps me out. She will send you a Zoom link, and then you could be part of the newsletter, which just tells you the study group invitations. You can get supported by joining a WhatsApp group. It's called BodyTalk Rockers. It's kind of fun. You can email me directly with your full name and phone number. And this group likes to kind of share, like, they like to trade together. Sometimes they'll share socials that we're having. We just had like a dinner together recently, and it would be from that group. But there's people all over the world that actually have joined this BodyTalk Rockers group, not just from my area. And it's just such a nice opportunity to like connect in with others. Or you can attend a course, and you can check out my courses at thewisdomtoheal.com. Thank you so much. And I'm so honored to have given this talk today.